Hi, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to sage us down because it's Wellness Wednesday. And I'm excited to talk about what I think isn't always considered a step to wellness, but I can tell you, I can attest to this, that it is. So first, let's all just take a deep breath in and get rid of all those negative vibes, that Monday blues that could have happened, or, lingering bad vibes that none of us want. We don't want that. So let's just get rid of it all. Take a deep breath. All right. So I hope everyone's week is going great. Today we're going to talk about journaling. I am a girl, so I was brought up with like a diary, and my mom taught me that you write every day in your diary, and you tell your story, you get out some feelings, all those things. I never stopped writing. I write every single day, and I write in multiple different books because I love journals. I love diaries. I love it. I still have all of my diaries. So there are some people that practice journaling that say to burn the journal once you are finished with it, or to get rid of it, or to not read it ever again. I actually know a lot of people that practice that, and that is perfectly fine. That is something that I do plan on doing once I get older. So when I'm a little old biddy and I'm living in hopefully in my home, but those are my journals, and I'd prefer no one else read them. So I am going to ask my great-grandchildren to help me burn them all, and we'll have a bonfire. And I say great-grandchildren, maybe great-great-grandchildren. Either way, I'm going to be a really old lady when I die. I do not plan on dying in my 80s or my 90s. I plan on dying in my hundreds and seeing all my generations and being the wise woman to help everyone that needs me. Journaling, what it does, what it can help you do. I am an internalizer. I internalize all my thoughts. I constantly replay situations in my head over and over and over again. And I know I'm not the only one who does that. I know a lot of women do this, but men do it too. Some of us can all be big overthinkers, It's okay. Because when you write things down, it makes a space that you don't have to hold it anymore in your head. You've just created a box to put it in from now on. I am not joking. It is. Oh, so I wanted to go through the different types of journals that I write in and why. So I have several. If you've ever seen me walking around sometimes at work, I have like a purse and an extra bag because I just bring a bunch of books with me. God, why? So firstly, one that I write in pretty much every day, I almost never miss a day, is this journal. I use it as like a gratitude, also as like what I'm feeling for the day, sort of like what the vibes are for my day in the morning that I want to set forth. So I write the date, I write the moon phase because that's how I roll. I'm very connected with the moon and the powers of like what energy kind of flows with those moon phases. And I like to go back and see, oh yeah, that was a full moon. Okay, yeah, that was like a last quarter moon. This is how I was feeling then. And then I can go back in my other journals and see how I was feeling then from a couple years ago. And I do. I have boxes of my own journals. So I know I can do that, and I've done it before. But I write the date, I write the moon phase, I put a big star, and I write what I'm grateful for that day. It could be anything. Even if I'm not feeling grateful, even if I'm feeling kind of low and self-loathing or whatever it might be, I write something that I am grateful for. And then I go on to write something that I'm grateful for that happened in my day that hasn't happened yet. Because I am manifesting a better day. I am manifesting a better day. That you need to think about. Write what you're grateful for, and then write what you're grateful for that hasn't happened yet. Because the energy is going to pull that to you. And it's true. tiny little manifestation tip for you. I slur my words, I'm sorry. And then I like to pull angel cards, or I pull a tarot card, or I pull anything. I have a bunch of card decks, and I write what the card of the day is. I write what the meaning is, and then I write what my feeling of my interpretation is for that day, or what I'm going through that might be relative to that situation. So that's this book, this notebook, and it gets written in every single day. I have several notebooks that are just like this, same patterns, and it works. And also when I meditate, my meditations go into this book. Like, so if I'm downloading things in my meditation or anything like that, all my meditations go through and go into this journal. It's very, very powerful, these little journals, because these ones I feel like these are my direct connections, basically. Like, these are my prayer journals. Prayer journals are another thing. I have quite a few. I literally am writing to the universe, to God, to whoever you believe in. I am writing to them, and I'm telling them all my junk, and I'm also telling them what I want, like what I need, what I am looking for, or I'm just asking questions. Prayer journals are amazing. They're like writing letters to God, and they work. It's amazing. Other journals. This is my brain dump journal. This has 10 years. No, maybe not 10 years. Let me see. What's the first date? 2011. Okay, so it's what? 8 years? 8 years worth of stuff in it. I do have several journals like this that have about 8 years. I don't write in them all the time. They're not an everyday journal. This is like an old best friend. Like a person that you can go to and tell your whole story that you haven't seen them for a year, a month, a week. This is that journal for me. I can write up to 20 pages at a time in this journal because I'm literally catching them up on my life. I love you. Brain dumps. Amazing. Because all those bad vibes that you're holding in your body, dump them in this friend. This friend will hold it for you. You don't have to hold it anymore. You have processed it once you have put it on this paper. This is amazing. It's amazingly powerful work when you're journaling, and it helps you process a lot of things. So I have several composition notebooks. These are literally spread out throughout my house. I write lists. I'm a lister. I love making lists. They are where I jot down thoughts. I have one in my purse. I have them all over. So these are just good. You don't have to have a notebook for all these things. These are just things that I thought, like, they're everywhere. I have to have paper everywhere because I like to write things down. My date books are also my journals. I write every single day, like on the date. Little excerpts, little tiny excerpts of like a star moment that happened that day, or a vibe, or a feeling, or anything. My date books go in, like, that's how they work. Another thing, if you don't like to write and you like to talk, voice record what you want to, like, write, what you would write. Voice record it, save it in your phone. You can always replay those later and the same thing happens. It's just releasing it, getting it all off your chest. That's what helps. That's what this is. It's a therapy. It's therapeutic. Going to talk therapy, we've talked about this before, is also like journaling. So if you're a shy person and you're not ready for talk therapy, if you're a shy person, you're not ready for group interactions, get a journal, write it all down. It will be your best friend, trust me. I have best friends, but I love my journals and my best friend's journal. So we all have that in common. Writing down your thoughts and getting all your emotions and everything on paper helps you to process those feelings. And like I said, there's a million different ways to do it. You write in the morning every morning, manifesting the kind of day you want. And then you could come back and write at night saying, okay, well, that worked. I did have that kind of a day, but then this crap happened. It's just little things like this. I'm teaching you little tools. And this is a little tool, but it's a big tool in my life. And I hope that you guys can incorporate some sort of journaling into your lives because it's very healing, it's therapeutic, and it's that friend that you need when you can't call them. Trust me, it's going to work. I hope you guys try it. If you do, write me. Bye.